students, previously we had studied two conditions for parallel resistors. First condition was resistances have the same head and resistance have the same tail. Okay, we had studied previously. And the second condition was same voltage is seen across resistances. Okay, so we will be solving now examples so that we can deeply understand what is parallel resistance. So there is a circuit diagram out here. Okay, a circuit diagram wherein you can see there is a voltage cell. Okay, that is represented by this positive and negative terminal. These two are resistances R1 and R2. You can see voltage V is supplied on the positive end, and this V supplies to the head of the R1, and this same voltage is supplied over here also at the head of R2, and here it is mentioned 0 volt because here it is connected to the negative terminal. Okay, negative terminal, and the tail of R2 and the tail of R2 and R1 respectively. So we'll try to understand what is parallel resistances. The heads of resistances R1 and R2 are connected to positive end of the battery, and tails of R2 and R1 are connected to the negative end of the battery. So the condition 1 is fulfilled. You can see the condition 1. Condition 1 states that for any connection to be a parallel circuit or parallel resistor, it has to follow these two conditions, then only it will be called parallel circuit or parallel resistance. Okay, so first condition is fulfilled. We'll come to the second condition now. Okay, so second condition is that voltage should be seen constant at all the resistances. So here two resistances are there. We have to prove that all resistances voltage is constant. Okay, so regarding voltage, what we have to do is that voltage from the positive end of the battery, we will consider V as the voltage, positive end. It is going to R1 and R2 respectively, and let 0 be the voltage at the negative end of the battery across the resistors R1 and R2. So what we can see, the potential difference across R1 is equal to V minus 0. So we got V as the potential difference at R1. Now the potential difference is the R2 is the resistance 2. We get V minus 0. So we get V. So condition 2 is also successfully completed. So this circuit diagram is a parallel circuit. Okay, circuit or a parallel resistor. In parallel resistances, you need to understand one more concept. This is the concept. Here you can see there is a battery connected, R1 and R2, and the head of the R1 and head of the R2 is connected to the positive terminal, and tail of R1 and tail of R2 is connected to the one of the terminal of the battery. Okay, so what is happening is that this, if we consider the head, these two are heads is connected to the positive terminal, and these two tails are connected to the negative terminal of the battery. What you need to understand over here is the current. You can see current will not be the same. Current flowing from here, if it is 0.5 amperes, you can see it will not be same when it passes through the parallel resistance. This you have to keep in mind always. In the parallel resistance, the current passing gets divided to the number of resistors. Here two resistors are there, so this will get divided by 2. The total current passing from the voltage source gets divided into the number of resistances. Here 2 are there, so this is divided by 2, so it will be the half of this. So 1 ampere current passes from here, and 1 ampere current passes over here, and when it goes to the negative terminal, the same current, you can see the same current again 0.5 ampere current is reaching the battery. Okay, so this you have to keep in mind. we will try to understand what is series connection in much more detail. Previously we had studied that R total is equal to R1, which is for the first resistance, okay, R1, R2, R3 plus so on and so forth, that is equal to R total. We will study today in this video the total resistance of the circuit increases. R total is the total resistance of the circuit increases. Secondly, we will be learning the same current flows through all the resistance. The same current flows through all the resistances in series connection. Then the electromotive force, the voltage of the battery, is divided across the resistances. Okay, that we will study in this video. This is the circuit diagram where positive end is connected to the head of the R1 and the tail is connected to the head of R2 and the tail of R2 is connected to the negative terminal. Okay, so the current I flows over here and this is the voltage V1 across R1 resistance and this is the voltage V2 across R2 resistance. Okay, the total volt is given as V is equal to 10 volt. Now let's suppose that R1 and R2 is equal to 20 ohm. So this is 10 ohm and this is 10 ohm. Sorry, this is R1 is equal to 20 ohm, R2 is equal to 20 ohm. Okay, so R total will be the summation of R1 plus R2. So R total would be 20 ohm plus 20 ohm will give you R total 40 ohm. Okay, now so the first condition you can see we have successfully studied what is the first condition. R resistance, the R total resistance of the circuit increases. Okay, now coming to the second part. By Ohm's law we have to prove that the same current flows through all the resistance. So we will be proving that right now. So this you are already aware. By Ohm's law V is equal to IR. We have to find out what is the current. So I is equal to this R, we can put it in the denominator. So I is equal to V by R. So what is V? We have been given over here V is equal to 10 volt. R total we have just now found out. The R total is the summation of R1 plus R2, that we have got 40 ohms. So 1 by 4 is equal to 0.25 ampere. So I, the current flowing is 0.25 ampere across R1 and R2. So we have proved that the same current flows through R1 and R2. Now coming to the third part, where we have to calculate the voltage across. So EMF is the electromotive force is divided across R1 and R2. Okay, we have to prove that the EMF of the battery is divided across resistors R1 and R2. So EMF is also called as voltage. Voltage is divided across R1 and R2 resistors, that we have to prove. So if we measure using a voltmeter, this is a voltmeter which measures the voltage across R1 and this measures the voltage across R2 resistance. V is equal to I into R. This we have got from Ohm's law. So V1 is equal to I is constant, so we have not taken I1, I into R1. So I is equal to 0.25 ampere. We have found out 0.25 ampere into 1 resistance R1 is equal to 20 ohm. So we will multiply that with 20, we will get the answer 5 volt. So we have proved that V1 voltage is 5 volt here. In the voltmeter we have recorded 5 volt. Now at V2 what would be the voltage? Similarly we can prove V2 is equal to I is constant into R2. What is the constant value of I? I is the current value, 0.25 ampere we have got from here, into 20 is the R2 resistance value is equal to, if you multiply this, you will get the answer 5 volt. So we have proved from the positive terminal of the battery, the total voltage was 10 volts. It was 10 volts. When it reaches R1, the voltage gets decreased from 10 volts to 5 volts, and when it reaches R2, the voltage at R2 is also decreased from 10 volts to 5 volts. Parallel connection or parallel circuit. So we had studied in the previous lecture that 1 by R total is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus how many resistors are there, plus 1 by Rn, where n is the number of resistances. So R total is equal to, okay, product divided by sum. Product is equal to number of resistors. Here there are two resistors, so we have taken product would be the multiplication of two resistances, R1 into R2, divided by the sum R1 plus R2. If there are three resistors, then it would be R1 into R2 into R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. So this you have to remember. R total is equal to, in parallel circuit or parallel resistors, R total is equal to product divided by sum, where this product would be the number of resistors. Here we have taken two resistors, okay. So R1 into R2 divided by the sum would be the number of resistors, R1 plus R2. Okay, we'll go to the circuit diagram so that we can understand much more better. This is the voltage source, V is equal to 10 volts. Okay, this positive terminal is connected to the head of the R1, and the head of R2 is connected to the positive terminal, and the tail of R1 and the tail of R2 is connected to the negative terminal. So current I is split into I1 at resistor 1 and I2 at resistor 2. This how it split we have discussed in the previous lecture. So this current I is split into two, I1 and I2. Okay, so this you have to keep in your mind. If current increases, resistance will decrease. Current and resistance R is inversely proportional. This you need to remember. If current decreases, then resistance increases. Okay, so we'll understand these three concepts in today's video. What is this concept? R total, R resistance. Total R resistance of the circuit decreases. This is the first concept, we will understand that. Second concept what we will be understanding in today's video is the current I is divided between the number of resistors. Here there are two resistors, R1 and R2. Third concept what we will understand today, each resistor in the circuit gets the full voltage across the battery supply. So each resistor, here there are two resistors. Suppose we take three resistors, there also the voltage would be the same across all the resistors. We will be proving that. Okay. So for the battery of 10 volt supply, then the voltage would be everywhere the same. That we will prove. Okay. Here we have taken a battery of 10 volt supply. So firstly, proving the first one, where R total, this is the R total. So it is parallel connection, that is why 1 by RT, where RT is the total resistance of the parallel connection. That is why we have taken, for parallel we always take 1 by RT is equal to 1 divided by R1. What is R1 over here? R1 we have taken 10 ohm. Okay. What is R2 plus the second resistance R2 is equal to, so this denominator is same, so the denominator over here it will be same, the numerator will get added, 1 plus 1 you will get 2. RT would be, this is the inverse of that, this will be going on top and this will be coming down, so 10 by 2, this is 2 by 10, this is 1 by RT is equal to 2 by 10, so RT would be the inverse of that. That is why 10 by 2 is equal to this, you can divide and see, RT is equal to 5 ohm. So R total is 5 ohm. So R total has reduced. Okay, we have proved that. Now coming to the second, where current is divided between the resistors. Now we have to prove how is the current divided between the resistors. We will be proving that. So current divided between the resistors we can be using this formula, I total is equal to V divided by R total. This we have got through Ohm's law. I is equal to V by R. So I total is equal to V divided by R total. What is the value of V? 10 volts. Okay, 10 volts we have taken from the question itself, 10 volts divided by R total we have got right now. So 10 divided by 5 ohm is equal to 2 ampere. So this 2 ampere current is flowing through the circuit, and when it reaches R1, what is the split? That we have to calculate. So I1 is equal to V1 divided by R1. V1 we have already got this 10 volt. We have taken the same voltage across. So third point we have already proved, same voltage, because V1 and V2 will have the same voltage. Okay, 10 volt battery supply. You have to see the previous lecture wherein we have proved that the battery, the voltage at the parallel connection will always be constant. So we have taken 10 volt over here at R1. So R1 value would be 10 ohm. If you divide this, you will get 1 ampere current passing through R1 resistor. Similarly, current passing to I2 is equal to V2 divided by R2, where 10 volts we had said right now, 10 volts we have taken from here, V2 is equal to 10 volt. This we will be substituting over here, and R2 is equal to 10 ohms. So if you divide this 2, you will be getting 1 ampere. So these three we have proved. One is, these three are the important concepts what we need to understand, we have proved just now. The total resistance of the circuit decreases in parallel circuit. Then the current I is divided into the number of resistors. Here there are 2 resistors, so it will be divided into 2 resistors. Each resistor in the circuit gets the full voltage across the battery supply. For example, 10 volts is supplied, so across the resistances that same volt will be applicable. So that is why V1 is equal to 10 volts and V2 is equal to 10 volts.